Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda with the UFC content episode 6. Appreciate y'all for being in here today. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app at the bottom. Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. I'm your host, G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network. And we're here on this fine Thursday covering the UFC analysis, news, and updates. Man, I appreciate y'all being in here today, man. Appreciate y'all being in here today. Like, share, subscribe, hit that cash out, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. I hope y'all having an awesome Thursday, a productive Thursday, because today we're going to get it in. I ain't going to keep you long. Because I know a lot of you busy. But I appreciate y'all being here today, man. Appreciate y'all being here today. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all being here today. Who we got in the building? Professor. Appreciate you being in here with me. Professor. Appreciate you being in here with me. Hope you're in the lab cooking up something because we going to cook here. So we going to see what's what. I appreciate you being in here with me, Professor. Oh, yeah. Cooking up all things UFC content and updates. And, of course, announcing on that fight night as well. Of course, this Saturday night is fight night in MACAU, China. MACAU, China, gambling capital of China. And, they're going to be in MACAU, China this weekend. Actually, for the headlines for the fight night in MACAU. So they're going to be in MACAU this weekend, this Saturday, fighting this UFC fight night in MACAU, China. Absolutely. We're going to get into the matchups as well. We're going to get into, and we're going to do assessments and analysis as well. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that like button for me. Who we got? Who we got in the building? Trey, what's good, my brother? Trey, what's good to you? Salute to you. Appreciate you being here, my brother. Appreciate you being here. Who else we got in the building? Joker, Nutty, Mother Loving Nate. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you being here, my brother. Appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate all y'all being here with me today, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all having a good solid Thursday. Like I said before, we're going to get into these UFC matchups. That's on Saturday. That is in MACAU, China. One of the gambling capitals of Asia, and which equals a great market, if you would say. Great market, great business booming. It's actually the Las Vegas of Asia, to be honest with you, because between MACAU, China, and Korea is actually two of the Seoul, Korea, actually two of the gambling capitals of Asian gambling capitals. Well, you got Korean, then you got Asians, but MACAU is actually the gambling capital of Asia, to be truth be told. So, but the UFC gonna be at the Galaxy Arena. Gonna have some fire matchups. We're gonna get into those assessments. But first thing first, I wanted to get on my guy that just won this, defended this heavyweight title this past weekend, John Bones Jones. Of course, if you well know, John Bones Jones defended his title last week via knockout against Stipe Miocic. Third round knockout against Stipe Miocic. And he's trying to get some big money fights now. But of course, when you got a boss that don't want to make those big money fights, and don't want to actually don't want to give you the fights that you want versus the fights that the people want. John Bones Jones, he came back and fought prior to defeating Stipe Miocic at this past weekend, fought Cyril Gahn and won the vacant heavyweight title and became the heavyweight champion. But the fight everybody wants to see is the fight with him and the British Tom Aspinall. He, however, wants to fight Alex Pereira, dangerous Brazilian guy, currently sits at the 205 title marker. So that's the fight that John Jones wants. Boss Dana White says, no, I don't think I'm going to make that fight, being that you're too big for that guy and that you will indeed put a lot of pressure and being that you are the bigger fighter and the more athletic fighter, you will indeed damage him, and which is a great business move. I understand that. That indeed it is great for business. However, blockbuster fight, massive payday for both of them. Dana White, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I definitely wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't. Even though it would be of the year, one of the most exciting fights of the decade. Alex Pereira and John Jones, blockbuster. But being such, Alex Pereira is such a huge, massive star that he is worldwide, not just Brazil, not just in the States, worldwide. Everybody loves this guy. I'm not about to put him against a dangerous John Jones, which is only going to take him down in a second and elbow and concuss him and do all types of damage. That's bad business. Very much so bad business. So it would be more feasible to make a fight with Tom Aspinall because, you got, in a business savvy sense, you want to protect that investment. And that's exactly what Dana going to do. Because guess what? You don't have no Conor McGregor. You don't have a Jose Aldo or Frankie Edgar, because right now, if you will, Alex Pereira is that box office hit right now. And he's going to protect it at all costs, and as he should. He should. And that's what he's going to do. So Jones, you're not going to see a fight. You're actually going to have to fight the guy you don't want to fight, Tom Aspinall. That's kind of where it's leaning towards. That's kind of very much so where it's leaning towards. But man, that's the deal with John Jones. John Jones, he claims he wants those massive paydays, and but you shouldn't have stayed out as long as you did, man. I mean, you missed a majority of your career, over a quarter of your career with your troubles and with your woes and such. I mean, you just couldn't afford to take the time off that you did. Being that we know you're not hurting for money. He made good paydays with all the title defenses that he's had in his career thus far. He's made good money, good money. But when he talking those massive paydays, those multi-million-dollar paydays, that's the paydays Jones are looking for. Them the paydays Jones is looking for. Dial it back. When before Francis Ngannou went to boxing, right? Francis Ngannou was in the UFC. He defeated Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight title at that time. I know a lot of you recall that. Okay. So at that particular time, Jones was out. But for whatever reason, he was out the picture. All right. So from the last time he fought in light heavyweight till he announced he was coming to heavyweight, that jump. Whatever reason, he should have remained active, because you remain active and you beating all these guys, then you can demand those high paydays. Because if you would have stayed active, you would have fought Ngannou immediately. You would have fought the top tier guy immediately, and which warranted the paydays you are now asking for. Yeah. So I hate this mind, a business move I'm not letting you fight Alex Pereira. You know. So yeah. So let's get into these matchups that's this weekend in MACAU, China. Let's get into these matchups that are in MACAU, China this weekend. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash out. Steelmatic 001. Steelmatic 001. First match, you got Volkan Ozdemir and Carlos Ulberg. Carlos Ulberg, an Aussie, an Australian, on a 3-fight win streak, winning all his fights by TKO. Last 2 fights by TKO and by submission, and looking for a finish on this fight. Ozdemir, a well-rounded fighter, a freestyle fighter. However, he will be overwhelmed as oh as Carlos Ulberg has too much knockout power for him. Like I said, Carlos Ulberg, two of his last 3 wins came via knockout, and he is versatile on the submission game as well. And I have Ulberg submitting Ozdemir in the second round via submission. Ulberg wins via submission. Ulberg wins via submission. Next fight, you got Wayne and Fernandez. Wayne and Fernandez. Wayne Kong and Gabriela Fernandez. Wayne Kong in the flyweight division, they're going to be fighting at the women's flyweight division. Wayne Kong, she's 6-0 undefeated fighter. Win came via TKO in the first round. She is indeed 2 wins by knockout, 2 by submission, and 2 first-round finishing. 59% striking accuracy, 100% takedown, so she is a dominant competitive fighter. However, Gabriela Fernandez, Brazilian fighter, 9-3, and indeed has won 2 of her last 3 fights via decision. She's going to look to go all 3 rounds and look to carry the fight on. However, Wayne is going to put the pressure on her. Wayne's coming in looking for a win and on her home soil, and Wayne gets the win. Second round TKO. Second round TKO. Next matchup. We got Song Kenan versus Muslim Sakov. Song Kenan versus Muslim Sakov. Song Kenan coming into the fight 22-8. A winner of his last winning 2 of his last 3 via decision. A well-rounded fighter. But Muslim Sakov out of Russia, 25-5, 13 wins by knockout, 2 by submission, 13 first round, at which Sakalov wins by decision. Next matchup. Hit that like button. Hit that like button on the way in. Next matchup, we got Young Zenon and Tabitha Rika. Young Zenon, a former 8 first-round finishes. 8 first-round finishes. Won 2 of her last 3. Lost the title in her last fight via the 5-round decision. Like I said, 8 wins by KO, 8 first-round finishing, 45% striking accuracy, but 73% takedown rate. looking to get the fight on the ground and inflict much damage as possible. However, Tamitha Rika, the Brazilian, she's 10. I'm sorry, she's 11-2. 3 wins by submission, 2 first-round finishes, and also won 2. I'm sorry, won 2 of her last 3. Won 2 of her last 3, 40% takedown rate, as well as a well-rounded, balanced fighter, freestyle fighter. It's going to look to control the tempo. Going to look to stand and fight. Going to look to stand and strike all night. And I have Tamitha Rika winning via decision. Tamitha Rika wins via decision. Now we got the main event. Peter Yan versus Davison Figueiredo. Peter Yan versus Davison Figueiredo. High-level matchup. Davison Figueiredo moving up in division, a former 125 flyweight champion. Davison Figueiredo, a Brazilian. Like I said, well-rounded fighter, former champion at 125. Davison Figueiredo, 9 wins by knockout, 9 by decision, 11 first-round finishes. Also, he has a 55% striking accuracy, 36% takedown rate. It's going to look to go all 5 rounds. So he's going to look to dominate all 5 rounds. However, Peter Yan, Davison Figueiredo is moving up in weight in a new division in which this is a bantamweight match. So Davison Figueiredo, he is moving up, but he did just defeat Cody Garbrandt at UFC 300. So he's looking to move up in the ranks, but Peter Yan is no pushover. Peter Yan 17-5. Peter Yan 17-5, 7 wins by knockout, 3 first-round finishes. And he also has a 54% striking accuracy and a 51% takedown accuracy as well. He's going to look to come in and compete, and this fight goes to decision, going to Davison Figueiredo. Davison Figueiredo wins via 5-round decision. And that is the match. That is the matchup for UFC MACAU. That is the matchup and analysis for UFC MACAU. And in UFC MACAU, I believe the fight's going to start at 6 a.m. on Saturday. Also, let me see something. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. So yeah, weigh-in. I'm sorry. The fights on Saturday starts at 6 a.m. because they are on China time. So it does start at the assessments and the analysis of the fight card in MACAU. Make sure you tune in, and if you put money on the game, I'm sorry, if y'all put money on the fights, because I know a lot of y'all out there, y'all gamble, whether you're doing Caesar books, whether you're doing DraftKings, or whether you're doing the FanDuel. You know, Walker, I know you probably be on that FanDuel betting $2 and $5. No, but if y'all doing the FanDuel, DraftKings, and the Caesar books, you know, look out for all those promo codes. Look out for, look out for those scams, man. You know, beware. You know, if you're not logging directly into those sites, please be direct. Please look for any scam links whatsoever. You know, avoid those at all costs. You know, I ain't for nobody losing money. You know, especially losing money like that. But man, I surely appreciate y'all being in here with me, man, on this Saturday, man. I appreciate y'all being in here with me on this Thursday. Got my days messed up. But I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. Also, I'm gonna be back Tuesday with the recap, as well as more assessments for the fight week on that following Saturday as well. And also, man, I appreciate y'all being in here with me, man. I appreciate y'all being in with me on this journey, man. Building the channel, growing the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Trying to get past that 500 marker. Trying to get past that 500 marker. So let's do that. Let's grow the channel, share the channel, share the content. Also, others that watch and participate in UFC, tell them about the channel. Bring them in on the channel. Bring them in on the analysis and assessments. And also, anybody like to come up and share their thoughts about the fights and the assessments and the matches, feel free. I look forward to dropping the link and having y'all come up here and share y'all thoughts on the matter and whatnot. Share your thoughts on the match, on the matchups and such. Be more than happy to do so. But man, I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Hit that like button on the way out. Share the content. Replay gang, I appreciate y'all. Help me grow the channel. Help me grow the channel. Share it, like it, and also if you have not subscribed, subscribe and join the Discord as well. I am G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network. We'll be back Tuesday at 4 p.m. and y'all have a great Thursday.